Trojan, and welcome back to Gaming Hexar to what is now episode 9 of our Star System Survival. Couple of little changes to base and some big ones, but not too big. Just adjusted the lighting throughout the base now so that I can move around the whole base without needing the flashlight on, so that's just handy to have, and from a perspective of it looking nice, that helps too. I have rearranged the Taladin's inventory manager slightly, so now that it works, you can see it's picking up everything. This says 0 because I've ground down all of my components into their constituent ingots, and that is why that says 0, but it's actually now reading correctly. So if I was to build something in the assembler, it would now pick up on here. I've also stopped it moving the components around between the containers here, and so that they only get drawn to and stay in the assembler. That way anyone who drops off any components anywhere from scrappage that they found out somewhere, it's all going to get drawn back to the assembler, and then anyone who comes to the assembler can go in and they can disassemble it as they see fit. Or when the more important thing, which is why I've done it, is when they build something in the assembler, you're normally building something because you want them specific parts for that part that you're building, yeah, for that component or that block that you're building. So you don't want these parts to be then pulled off somewhere else, and you have to look for them and then remember how many of each thing you needed and blah blah blah. So that's the other reason why I've done it, so that won't happen anymore. So that's fixed that little thing that was niggly there. The biggest thing that I've done, biggest change, is I've completely got rid of my rover, ground it down, and used the components, all the other components that were left in here, to build this guy here, who is my version of a sort of cargo. The same thing, but with more emphasis on cargo. So you see, it's got the cargo here, it's got the extra wheel plonked on. It's this more or less the same chassis, except for the outer extremities of the chassis here has been moved further out, so to be able to fit these in here. And the extra wheel to account for the weight that it will probably encounter, and the connector, which is the important thing, a connection. What I might need to do also is, at some point somewhere, I'm not entirely sure if I need that lamp on the back, I may put a camera, because the idea is to have a more efficient, now that we can get more ore and stuff, and we don't necessarily have to leave the base to be mining now anymore, although it would be fun to still do that, is to have this area set up to now be able to, as a loading bay. So like we can put a connector here, a conveyor even with a connector attached, and plumb it all into the rest of the system, so then vehicles could back in here, and this should be just the right height or thereabouts, and with the suspension it should have a bit of give in it, to connect to a connector that is in here. And yeah, that's it basically. What I want to do quickly before I do anything is my Gatling turret up on the roof appears to be taking pot shots at me, and I think it's probably just a bug in the game. It appears to want to take my wheels off, so I'm just going to go to my Gatling turret, which is on the roof, this one here, and I'm going to see if there's any particular reason first. I'll leave the idle movement on because it helps me know that it's switched on. Target moving objects, I'm going to take that off. I think that might be the problem, although I'm not sure why the wheels would be considered moving objects. Maybe because the way they are, how they're separate from, you can see here it's almost like this is a landing gear, and then these are sort of stuck to it to allow them to move up and down. Maybe it's a mechanic of the game, it's the only way they could get it to work, I don't know, but apparently that means that they are objects and not actually part of the small ship, which is unusual. But for that reason, it's been taking shots at me, and I'll show you what I was going to do. I don't know how I managed to move it there with the handbrake on. If I can move this, wow. Sorry about the continuous clicking. Right, let me just make sure, see what we got. One thing I will do quickly as well, because the sun should be either up or coming up, is I'm just going to put its batteries into their group now, so that while I do other things I can have them charging while the handbrake's on or whatever. There we go. And just the last check, make sure everything is, to me it is, and make sure everything is shared with faction, it is, just in case, because sharing is caring, guys. Sharing is caring, as my my little offspring tell me every day. Connector is on, and while I'm there I'll get that group, put it into 9, U into 9, there we go, and recharge on off. Grand. So when I push that, that should turn everything off.
Ship fuel critical.
That way we're not wasting fuel as well. So I'm going to back up until we hear that door open. There we go. Sweet. Oh, still night time. That's okay. Let's turn our lamps on. Good. He's not shooting at me now. He was shooting at me before. And also with the update, what I want to look into is upgrading our stuff. In fact, before we head off on our little mission that we're going to go on, I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to put the brake on and leave it to charge just in case the sun comes up while we're doing this. See how dark it is now. Oh, there we go. This is the guy. I like this guy. We might tidy up while we're away. We don't want to leave stuff accessible on the floor, because if I'm away and someone comes online, they may want to take my stuff. We don't want that. They'd have a hard time, but they'd doesn't mean they wouldn't try. This horizons thing on the HUD there does very help. You see, it's got everything you need to keep you straight and level. See? Didn't even need to look down. Very good. Well, it doesn't often happen that easily for me. But, and again, it's not going to recharge because it's not got solar panels, but it will save energy because it's not powering anything. So now this guy should have a camera. He doesn't have an ore detector, but I think he's gonna need one. So we're just gonna do two things. We're gonna make the upgraded miner, because that might help us see further with regards to ore as well. Production, assembling, tools. We're gonna make the upgraded miner if we can. Proficient. We can't make the best one, the elite one, but we can make this one. I think that's why it's not read out. Let's do that. Oh, I made one. Very good. And so we can take that. Thank you kindly. Put that one in. And disassemble that while we're here. And we want a small ship ore detector. Please keep a search field in this menu, please. I beg you, because I think it's because I rush. See, that's my problem. Is I try to get fit. I'm looking too quick. I'm looking too quick, and I overlook things. Right, so this is for that, and then with it, that should put us in a good position to do what I want to do. Basically, over there where that iron is, there is a gold deposit, and gold we appear to be pretty low on, and I want to remedy that. I put a little landing gear on the front here, and you'll see why later. Right, ore detector. Let's just throw that guy in here. There you are. We want the wrong button. We want. Can it go on there? That shouldn't be blocking the camera either, and that's a nice place to have it. Right, we don't want it to be that ugly colour. I don't think that's the same yellow as the rest of it, but hell, we'll go with it. Probably could have improved this as well, but we'll just do things a bit at a time. Right, we're going to leave that guy here for now. fact, is there a way I can just see something? Make sure it's not holding anything. It shouldn't be. All the material should have been pulled away from it. Yeah, the only thing that's in there is... Oh, there's ice in there now. That's taking up a lot of space. We don't want that. So let's just move the ice into one of these small cargo containers in the base, where it's just nice and out of the way. Number 3 will do. There we go. Hide empty. Yep, cool. And checking its reactors, all have at least 1 uranium. That should be okay for now. I can't even remember what I was going to check now. I'm sure it'll come back to me. Oh, that was it. Excuse me. I was actually meaning to check the antenna range, because I do want to control this. Should be this one that's white. 3049, I think, is plenty. How far away is that point over there? Less than half that. Right. Enough chat. Let's go check this bad boy out. Nine, 1. My lights on? Turn them off. Be nice now to actually go out and explore properly soon. Wow, this is handling quite well. Nice and smooth. It's a joy to ride. It is indeed. Right. I've got a camera on the front. At some point I'm going to want a camera on the back. So I think I can actually remote control this as well. So I didn't actually have to leave my base at all. But where's the fun in that, eh? We want to see where this... Right, we're nearly there. I knew I was going to do that. Oh, that's it, turn. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Where's the sturdy little thing? Should have just risked going in between the trees in the first place instead of trying to traverse that hill. There's the hole that I made earlier for the iron. Now, I know there is gold around here somewhere. And hopefully now, with the thingamajig, handbrake, power, let it charge, seems it's in the sun. Let me see one thing. Turn those lights off. There we go. Don't know why they keep coming on. Right, that should be charging. I don't know what is using power right now. That is so important. But we're going to use... Oh no, I need to power it on. Sorry, because we need the antenna. So we're going to go OK. We should be able to access platform. And on the platform... there should be a remote, which is the little drone that we had. That, and we can control it. And 1 is our dampeners on, dampeners off, dampeners on. Batteries, we seem to, oh, we don't have batteries. I think we are running on uranium, so I should just be able to disconnect. And obviously I'm controlling this from the antenna that is on the buggy. So. Okay. I may have overloaded there and lost connection with the camera. Thank God it cuts the camera off and everything else remains. I thought I had enough reactors on here. I may need to take all of them small reactors off. There we are. And Let me see, how much am I using? See, it quickly goes up to 60 for some reason. I'm just keeping an eye open for gold, because I'm going to use this guy to get down there. Oh, do you know what? Stupid. I know I put a GPS down for it somewhere. I'm pretty sure I did. Uranium, silicon. Let's take that off. No. Take the uranium off for now. Leave the iron on because I know it was near this iron. We got a light on here. We do not have a light on here. It gives me an excuse to take. I'll tell you what we'll do then, because it's getting dark. Where are you? There you are. Let's go over here. I do like the effects, but one thing I will note is that at night time when you're outside and you're underground, like mining or whatever, you can hear the crickets then too. So it's a bit weird. You can, like, the crickets are living underground. It's a shame it doesn't fit there. I'm hoping this won't blind the guy, the camera. Let's see from here. Don't know how that happened. Okay. Let's quickly check that. Mining drone. Should go to camera. View. No, it's fine. Okay. I'm going to leave him there for a second. I'm going to get out. Gee, we have to change that because obviously it's not the same drill. This one. And now we should be able to see a tiny bit further with regards to ore deposits. Let's check it out. Thank God there's no creepy beasties in this one. Right, iron. Sure there was gold around here somewhere. Trying to keep an eye so I don't get too far away from our base. We should be fine. We're only 1500 away. I don't want to get further than the range on my antennas. I could up the range on the antennas to 5,000 meters, but I don't want to compromise power efficiency over me just wanting to stretch out my feet a bit. Wow, this is just a lot of empty soil. When we get down a bit lower, we might get closer to the ore deposits. The ground seems to get a bit lower here. How far are we? Almost 2,000 meters. It looks like I might just have to up the ante with regards to the antenna. But the ground did seem to drop away, but it seems to have changed its mind again. Ah, look, it's very low over there. 2,000 meters away from base. Wow. Just check that out. That is something else, isn't it? Well, I'm still looking for ore deposits. I'm not having much joy. The only new thing I've been able to find is nickel at the moment, but I'm going to keep looking. And I just wanted to stop and on my journey show you this. I just think that looks epic. Almost looks like a scene from Lord of the Rings or something, about to see Legolas running across the top of that mountain or something. Oh, I stumbled across this place. Let's see, how far are we? 3,000 meters exactly, so I am going to actually have to up the control range on this. We're not out of range of our drone yet though, but if I'm correct, while I still am in range of the drone, what I'm going to do is up its, otherwise I'll have to go back in range to do this, its antenna to 5,000 for now, and then up mine to 5,000 as well. That way, if we do get, if something happens to us out here and we have to respawn, we still have contact. Oh, it is up to 5,000, good, with our drone. So let's check this area out down here. I have a good feeling about down here. Well, I could be completely off base. It looks like a little valley. I just hope we can get back out again. It tends to be so far that in the higher areas, it's less likely to find the deposits, and my brakes weren't working. There they are now. I'm concerned about whether or not I should go down there. Silicon. Well, we found another vein anyway. Magnesium again. Nickel. Right, it appears to be, and have you noticed no uranium since we landed on that ice? So I was dead lucky that we landed on that ice. It seems to be the same sort of 4 types of ore. I wonder if we wanted to get access to other types. I know I've seen gold. It's just, maybe it's another, being gold, maybe it's very rare, as you would expect. Which is good. It's good that they've balanced it in that way. I'm hoping not getting bored of the God, I should have built my base here. It's lovely. It's very nice. But have you noticed as well, there's no ice around here so far. So if you had landed your lander in an area like this, you would have had to do a fair amount of searching for ice. And of course ice isn't really apparent really, or important even, until you want to be filling up those hydrogen tanks on your first interplanetary ship, maybe, if you're, or something just to get you into orbit or to the moon or whatever you're building. How far? Just must keep an eye on that. 4,000. We have 1,000 meters to play with before we are out of range. Something there. Handbrakes aren't very powerful. Well, antenna. Show ship name, I might do just that. Doing buggy cargo. Oh, magnesium. Let's head towards that magnesium. We might find some other goodies over here. And we're losing the sun. Looks like we might have to head back soon. I'm going to head back anyway to where that nickel was. Actually, I tell you what, we'll head back to yeah, to the nickel. Why not? I'll take the iron off for now because it's just going to confuse me. Right, nickel's not so far away. It's a shame that the waypoints, you can't toggle the waypoints to show in this mode here, because it's lovely to drive like this. How much power do we have? 2 days worth of power. We are in no way worried about power. Right guys, I'm going to come back to you when I get back. Right, well now our drone has joined us. Our buggy. We're going to get a good look at where we can start getting down to this nickel, and obviously I'm just going to do big hole first in the ground, and then we'll know where to start from. So let's get it off so we can see it. There's the nickel. Let's try and get a top down view of it. There we go, and we want to come in at an angle. Hopefully, maybe like that. Oh, and it's moved. Hopefully it'll stay there now. Magnesium further down as well. Right, this appears that it may take some time. So guys, I'm going to carry on digging here, and when I get close to it, then I'll be right back with you. I can see by my gravity indicator over there how skewed I am with regards to the gravity in here. Right lads, I'm going to quickly just continue mining this up until we have loads of nickel, and then I'm going to try and turn this guy around and show you to help our guy get loose. He got his bum caught behind this little ridge here, and the landing gear wasn't really helping very much, so I'll have to look into a design to make that a bit more easy for mining purposes. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back out. You see the hole that he had made originally. It's why I wanted to go on down on an angle as well, is because you never know what you might need to get down there. And we're going to just get into a position where we can help this guy get out. Cool, and now that he's out, we're going to go look for the... Oh, hold on, I don't want to get more than 200 metres away from my... And he's not, he's only 70 odd. 70 odd? Yeah. Oh. There we go. The P should lock them both into place. I think it has. And now if I just grab one thing like that, put it into one of the containers on that ship, and then go to hide empty, that'll be the only thing there. And type in cargo, maybe? Look at that. Doing that, and that. Right, the one thing this does mean is that now our cargo container is going to be a lot heavier with regards to what happened there? Oopsie daisy. With regards to something that I was going to say that probably wasn't very interesting. Now see, this is what just happened to me. I'm pressing to go down, but it's not allowing me. It's letting me go every other direction, but it's not letting me. Now it is. Just wanted to try something out. How strong is this guy? Oh, you're joking, aren't you? You're telling me he can lift this up? That's cool. We've just won. Can he hover there? And you can hover as well. But he drops fairly quickly if you try to get him to do anything else. Well, that's handy to know. Watch this then. Let's go home. Why not? It's not exactly dead center, but yeah, I get the point. We're not going to do it anymore. It was fun while it lasted. Let's get you. It looks like it's going to go mental if I continue. We're just going to leave him. We'll come back for him another time. First things first. There we go. Just run out. I forgot I was using the bloody jetpack again. It just ran out on me. So there we go. About how far away is the base? It's just there. Alright, so I'll tell you what we'll do. If I go into here, it has a further range than me. See, now if I continue to fly it towards the base, then what would have happened is after 200 meters, it would have fell. Well, it would have just, I would have still wouldn't have fallen out of the sky because it still has control of its dampeners and what have you, but I would have lost control of it. So I'm going to go in here, do it again because I have a longer range on this. I figured I may as well just bring this guy back first and then drive back after. Shouldn't take long, no need to skip really. But you notice that actually that light is sort of having a glare. I'd rather fly like that. See, because it's having a bit of a glare on the screen. I'm aware that I could have brought the ore back just like this, but the point of showing off was, not showing off, the point of showing was that you could have like multiple people with multiple drones and one person running backwards and forwards with materials so they wouldn't actually have to stop. I wonder why we don't have the altitude readout on this. It should really have one. If I go to remote control, see, look, show horizon and altitude, but it's not doing it. I've just turned it off, so there'll be no worrying about what's running out of fuel, using fuel. And oh, you're having a laugh. Forgot it was there. Right, there's nothing I can do with this ore at present until I actually throw the brakes on. Until I actually have a connection that I connect to. But what I can do is just get him ready. Into position, as it were. The lights are off. They were off. Very good. You see there's our drone there. I'm not going to bother locking the doors because I'm going to need space behind the rover. This is where I'm going to be placing the connection here, probably. That seems like dead center, yeah? Here's the connector. Connection. I'm getting better at finding these things now. Pretty pleased with myself. Unfortunately, we have to wait for these. These are the last things we need. But while we're waiting, actually, I'll show you. So here's the conveyor tube there, and the connection's obviously going to go onto it, and hopefully they shouldn't have a problem meeting with each other. Because of the suspension on this, it should be fairly easy for it once it gets to get pulled down. The problem is pulling away. These wheels will no way have enough power to pull away the way thrusters pull away from connections. It's going to, which is why I've put the on and off functionality on that connector on the back, so you can turn your connector off, then just roll away. And let's put method into practice. I did want to show you this, didn't I? So that you walk out and you don't actually walk into anything. It's up here, like that. And eventually this will all be encased within another room, so it won't be exposed to the outside like how you see it, unless I decide to do that as a feature. I don't know. Right, we want a connector. Big on yellow lately. Don't know why. Green's actually my favourite colour, but I don't think green goes very well with what I'm doing. Well, okay. Right, and the way everything's designed, if it works properly, putting these in here should pull them to the assembler eventually, and putting, once I dock to the, making sure everything was still mine, when I dock to this, then all the ore in here should be pulled automatically to the refinery. They're still there, so for some reason the connection is not pulling into the assembler. Should be, that's where I connected on, but we'll see why soon enough. As long as it connects, then I don't care. I can sort out any plumbing issues later on. But anyway, guys, I'm just going to jump in here and dock to this thing here. And this looks like I need to straighten up a bit. Should do it. Up here. That is on there. Let's see if it's already pulling out of our inventory. No, nothing. What if I push P to lock into place? Did it do it? Yeah. And I. Yes, it's going. Very good. Wow, it pulled it out very quick. It just sucked that stuff out of there. Cool, so we got nickel on the run now. Right guys, that's it for this episode. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too much painful watching experience for you. So I think we've done a lot today. I thought I've showcased a bit of how I like to play anyway. I do like the whole logistics of it, having this transporting things back and forth. It would have been more fun if someone else had joined today, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. Someone could have been driving the cargo container back while someone done the drone. Would have been nice. But yeah, I feel like we're in a good place. I feel like this is updating correctly. That's all very good. And alright guys, well I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Yeah.